Before we get started, check the links in the description box below and show some love to this video sponsor. This woman that has this beautiful angelic voice is the one who has made my intro the one that you hear all the time now. So blow her Cash App up, follow her on Instagram, and make sure that you subscribe to her YouTube channel. Love her, love her, love her. Check out her music. Links in the description box below. Now, this video is the first in my follicle repair series. The tool that I am using in her scalp right now, I'm so in love with. It's a tool that I use even within my own scalp to remove dead skin cells. Most of the balding and thinning that is caused in the scalp is from the follicles being blocked, right? And most of the time the follicles are blocked with heavy oils and butters. This doll here let me know that she had everything going pretty fine, and then someone braided her hair heavily, very heavily with blue magic, to the point that her pillows were blue when she got up. And after that, she started thinning a whole lot in the scalp. Of course, there were a lot of other things that she was doing too to add to, but the blue magic was the first thing that blocked those follicles to start the process. All right, so let's keep moving along. You guys know that I love Kimra, but in this case it's kind of a little ghetto because I have water in this bottle. This is a client with extremely high porosity hair, so her hair is getting dry really fast. I'm actually using OLAPLEX in this whole video. So this is OLAPLEX 9 on her hair, but as I'm applying OLAPLEX 9, her hair is drying as I go. So I have a older Kimra bottle. Of course it was washed out, but it only has water in it. All right, and that is what I'm using to dampen her hair a little bit before I blow dry it. Now, the purpose of blow drying the hair is to set the hydrogen bond. If you decide to let your hair air dry and then go back and blow dry it and give it a flat iron, you will not get the same silk press look or flow that everyone else does, because you've already set the hydrogen bond. The point of blow drying the hair is exactly what it sounds like. You blowing it dry, okay? And when you're drying it, you're setting that hydrogen bond. So whether you set the bond with your hair straight or with it matted and tangled, you're still setting the bond. So the purpose of blow drying the hair first before a silk press is to get as many of your hair strands separated as possible. All right, the purpose of a silk press is getting all 100,000 to 400,000 strands of hair that are on your head straight. All right, and the easiest way to do that is to get as many of those hairs separated at one time. So keep on watching, you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below about me coming back every blue moon just to give you guys a visual representation of something that I've been teaching you. So the next couple of women models that you see will be from this series, right? So this first series, of course, like I said, is going to be follicle repair. So let me know what you guys want to see in my up and coming videos. And also, if you are interested in being a model, no, being a model is not free, and no, my prices are not like everybody else's. No, they're not. But if you are interested, make sure you click the links in the description box below and join my waiting list, so that way you can be a model whenever my pop-up dates are released. All right, so we'll come back in a minute, and I just want to say, I don't know if I said this already, this day was the first day in 5 years that I picked up a round brush. I don't know what you think, but I think I still got it. I was just saying, I don't know what you think. Let me know what you think. So I know most people would think like, oh, so she has a scalp problem, so you're gonna add heat. Well, guess what? For one, as long as the scalp is properly prepared prior to adding heat or anything, the scalp is not damaged from using hot tools. All right, so the purpose in this case is to make sure that her scalp stays as free and clear as possible. When I use the tool that we were talking about at the beginning, Guru 101 members will get a chance to see it really up close. But as her hair grew in, the new hair was like curling up and forcing itself back down within her follicles that were damaged. So for us to make sure that her follicles are able to repair themselves, we're making sure that they remain unblocked from, you know, different product buildup, sweat, all that stuff, and most importantly, her other newer hairs also going back within the follicles and blocking them, because right now we're repairing them. A lot of her follicles were also enlarged. You guys, I know it probably doesn't seem like it, but packing oils and butters in the scalp can have a lot of long-term damage. I also want you guys to keep in mind that she also has other illnesses within her body. So I want you guys to always remember that a lot of times things that you are seeing that are displaying themselves is just an outward expression of something that is going on the inside. And sometimes whenever you put heavy oils or butters and stuff like that on the scalp, once the body or the scalp can no longer breathe, it starts to show you all of those things that were kind of sort of hidden from you before. So make sure that the scalp stays clean and breathable. That is what we're doing in this case. We are not adding any products to her scalp. After her treatment, nothing has been added to her scalp whatsoever. Okay, I'm just gonna go through, finish straightening her hair, and then I am going to even out her breakage. Now I also want you guys to keep this in mind. A lot of times you'll look and you see what you think is a line of demarcation, but it's really not it. And when I get to the cut, I'm gonna come back and explain exactly what I'm talking about. Now, you guys will notice as we're going along, you will notice that her hair is thinner at the top. Now, I've taught you guys multiple times, and if you're new to my channel, maybe not, so stick with me, okay, about lines of demarcation in your hair. When I say a line of demarcation, I'm literally talking about when you look at somebody's hair from behind them and it's see-through, like there are gaps and holes. There are gaps and holes for two different reasons and in multiple forms. We have the kind that we're used to seeing, right? The holes that are in the back of the head from somebody who puts their hair in high ponytails and stuff like that all the time. And then we have lines of demarcation like this, where it looks thinner only throughout the middle, but then on the sides it's full. And when you lift up the hair, like if you were to part it half up, half down, the lower portion does not have that line of demarcation. This is the type of person we're talking about right now. When her hair is parted halfway down, like only halfway, as if I was going to do like a ponytail at the top and it longer at the bottom, you'll notice you don't see any lines of demarcation. But when I comb all her hair straight to the back, that's when you see the line of demarcation. But it is imperative that you guys don't just look on social media like, oh, I'm gonna do that because she did it, because no, everything is not the way that it looks. So in this case, I'm gonna say it and then you'll visually see what I mean in a second. In this case, her hair is a lot thinner at the top. So as you can see in the back, there are no lines of demarcation. There isn't a lot of like open gaps and open spaces, because throughout the back of her head there's no lines of demarcation. There are no bald spots. But the higher you go up, throughout the middle there is hair missing throughout the middle of her hair. So once her hair is all combed back, it makes her hair appear to have a line of demarcation in the back. I don't know if I got a good enough angle on this one, but you can see how drastically it changes from in density once the top of her head is let back. So this is why in this case I'm doing a haircut for her, giving her subtle layers. So this way, as her hair grows out, whatever stylist she goes to next, because your girl is not back behind the chair, okay, I'm just giving her a scalp treatment and a regimen she'll get later on, you know what I mean? But I am just making sure that she will be able to keep this up. All right, so this way she can clearly tell her stylist, like, hey, I have very, very subtle layers, so as her hair grows out, they can keep up with these layers, and her haircut will grow out as her hair grows, and that line of demarcation will slowly fade away. That is how you do it. All right, so I really hope that makes sense, you guys, and let me know what you think about this video. Let me know what you think about me coming back every blue moon doing a pop-up on you with some educational content. All right, again, if you are interested in being a model, make sure you sign up below and join my waiting list. And when you join the waiting list, what happens is every time I do a pop-up, most of the time I don't even let people know here on YouTube. I'm only going to send it out to the people on my waiting list, and then boom. But I do want you guys to know this is not old Sindal prices, okay? This like the Gucci stove for hair. All right, so don't come over here looking for a discount. All right, baby. All right, I love you. So let me know in the comments what you think about this video, and what part of a series do you want to see next. What scalp conditions do you want me to tackle next? Because as you guys know, this one is scalp disorders. I have 2 more scalp disorder videos coming for you, so make sure those post notifications are on, and I will talk to you later.
Tell me now, tell me something, 'cause I don't know how this gonna end. Oh no. Tell me now, tell me something, 'cause I don't wanna be just friends. No, no. Yeah. Hear me out, like I make you do the craziest things. Yeah. I didn't mean to hurt you, babe. Oh no. If you decide to leave, you will help me anyway. Maybe I am too naive, but I'm choosing to believe that you will give me another chance. Oh, so tell me now, can we find love? Can we go back to where we were? All I want is to love you, start all over. Tell me now, yeah, yeah. Don't leave, wait a minute. Let me make up for the wrongs I did. I'm just a human, I admit it. What will it take for you to forgive me? Forgive me. If you decide to leave, you would help me anyway. Maybe I am too naive, but I'm choosing to believe that you would give me another chance. Oh, whoa. So tell me now, can we find love? Can we go back to where we were? All I want is to love you, start all over. Tell me now, oh, can we find love? Can we go back? All I want is to love you, yeah, start all over. Tell me now, tell me now.
Trust that exactly where you are is where you're